Schwartzberg. I am based in Brooklyn, New York now, in Bed-Stuy. But I grew up mostly in Tampa, Florida, kind of like around the country quite a bit, actually. But yeah, I really, don't love Florida, but it was nice, even though I was growing up in like really tiny and like low-income suburbs that weren't really great. I always had access to nature and like a backyard and the tangerines growing in my backyard and the lizards and everything in between, and all the camping trips we did were really wonderful.
A time when I realized the importance of my heritage is actually when I moved back to the US for college and started meeting other Asian Americans with similar, conflicting, and multifaceted identities, which really brought us on a journey of supporting each other and together dismantling stereotypes and internalized lies about our ethnicity that can lead to self-doubt or hatred of your culture and confusion about yourself, such as being taught that your skin has to be a certain color or that you need to westernize yourself in order to be successful and accepted. And I just learned that being proud of your culture and holding on to your heritage is powerful, and there's really an important role that your voice plays. There's power in community and in being completely confident in who you are and where you came from.
My name is Michelle Pond, and I'm from Merced, California, the Central Valley. I'm not from New York, and if I could describe my childhood neighborhood I grew up in, definitely, I come from an immigrant family, so I would say that it was definitely, living in Section 8 government housing. I think that you're always straddling this line between wanting to assimilate with the Americans, your white friends, but then also understanding that you are not white, but still American, and you have to hold on to the traditional values of where you come from.
From a very small town of just 600 people in northern Wisconsin. It's very much a town where everybody knows everybody. Most of my family still live there, and I feel very fortunate to be able to travel to all of these cities for modeling, but then still being able to come back home to my small town roots.
Growing up, it was really difficult for me to embrace my culture and where I was from. My parents were immigrants from Nigeria and raised my siblings and I based on Nigerian values alone. We spoke the language, which is Yoruba, ate the food, and really adapted to the traditions and values of Nigeria. Throughout my childhood, I was mocked for being Nigerian, most especially for having a fully Nigerian name, which traumatized me until my junior year in high school. I then realized the beauty of having such a unique and beautiful background and having a meaningful heritage. From the music to the food and the values that I was brought up with, I began loving everything about myself and everything about being Nigerian.
I was also raised in a Jewish community, which I do have some hang-ups about in terms of the conflict with like Israel and Palestine. But I think the values in that community have really stuck with me, like humility, staying humble, and then the importance of rest and reflection when it's most necessary, which I think has also really led me to appreciate a lot of things about Buddhism and like cultivate a meditation practice, which in turn really, really, really helped me out during the lockdown and this pandemic.
My overall dream and goal is to use the skills I have to actively and positively change the world around me with the music that I make and the people that I get to work with.
I didn't grasp the full scope of the importance of where it came from until after high school. When I moved out of Merced, moved to San Francisco and experienced a new reality that kind of shook me to my core and allowed me to be thankful and grateful for having this culture, being a part of this culture, and having an extended family that I could rely on for anything. To this day, I find myself completely in awe and gratitude, and sometimes angry at myself for not seeing that when I was younger.
I think just in these past 6 months or so, the series of events in this world and in this country has made me really value family and friendship more than anything. My dream would be to continue a career in the fashion industry, just to keep traveling and working with creative people. Lately, it's been a bit more difficult to plan things, but I'm learning to take things day by day and really am enjoying this new way of thinking.
My sister, 2 friends, and I, we started a nonprofit organization back in 2019, which caters to Nigerian children who are less fortunate. My dream is to help Nigerian children in poverty on a wider scale and help them grow in purpose because they definitely deserve it. We would love to expand and make a huge impact in their lives, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for Grace to Give Foundation.